talk my shit. I got on dick, and she turned around and hit. And I done learned a lot of shit. I had her burn up her brain. I deserve her face. I deserve her. I deserve her. I'm like, how we do your motherfucking speaker? I came through to get cheated. I don't rock a cheater.
What's up, guys? This your boy, Mr. I240. I'm back with another episode today. Hey, I missed y'all so much, but I'm trying to get to my goal, but I got to work until I get there. You know how they go. We all got jobs, with most of us in America. Hey, also, I want to thank y'all, like I said, for showing love to the page. And most importantly, you know how we do it. I can't do this without them. I want to thank the Lord, Jesus Christ, and also God for blessing us to see another day. Blessed for to see another day. And I'm just thankful for y'all. Man, this is one of the episodes I've been wanting to get to. It's called Generational. We got, man, like, I even got an extra topic to talk about. It's like the last one. I'm really looking forward to that one too. Hey, if you're new to the page, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. It's the real content. We up, y'all. Look, man, we had 130 subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much. We almost there at 200. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy right now, but hey, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. But hey, shoot, y'all know how we do. Shoot, let's get to the first subject. The first subject is generational because we talking about some of the best heel turns in wrestling history. So, the best heel turn to me in wrestling history, best heel turn to me, is it Roman Reigns in 2020, Bret Hart in 97, or Hogan in 96? Y'all, you know, get them comments, man. I told y'all I'm going to bring the heat on this episode right here. This is the one I've been wanting to do right here. And I'm going to answer this. I'm going to break down each one of them quickly and shortly as I can. All right. Roman Reigns in 2020. I feel like that was an iconic moment because this is the Roman we've been searching for. You know, at first we had to shove it down our throat, Roman, make him a good guy, make him a good guy, but we didn't even want him. We didn't care about him. It was just like, all right, now you John Cena us to death. Then he won championships. He became the guy. It was just like, nah, we still ain't feeling you. We thought we were going to get that heel turn at one point. We were like, nah, that ain't it. But don't get me wrong. Roman Reigns has had a successful career up to that point. But he knew fans was getting tired of him. We feel like Roman Reigns haven't earned his stripes yet. And the company was just shoving him down our throat. Hell, like, it was one point we did like Roman. It was just because we wanted something new and something fresh. And that was in 2014 when he debuted in the Royal Rumble and almost won. And that was because we didn't want Batista to win. And plus, Daniel Bryan went in the Royal Rumble. So, we were just cheering for Roman Reigns just for nothing. Then after he became the guy, after he broke up with his brothers, The Shield, no matter what we did, we booed him. I mean, we cheered for this man when he fought Rusev. We cheered for this man when he had a classic rivalry with The Miz. And they supposed to be heels. But we cheered them, but booed him. And then he had a classic match with John Cena. And fans, I think, booed both of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, wrestling fans are fickle. So, year 2020 coming around, Big Dog starting out strong. He had an okay feud with Barry Corbin. He won, but it was just like, all right, we don't care. Then he was down to the last two in the Royal Rumble and lost to Drew McIntyre. Then he challenged Goldberg at WrestleMania. Except 19 happened. I'm going to leave it at that. You know the rest. 19 happened, and we didn't get the dream match between Goldberg and Roman Reigns. So Roman took an exit from the WWE because his cancer. And he didn't want to get sick or whatever. So he was off for about 5 months. Well, was it 5 months? When Roman Reigns was it 5 months? I think it was 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. We didn't see Roman Reigns for 5 months. And then they went to the Thunderdome where Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt was having a tough championship match. Then the moment happened. My boy got new teeth, new shirt, everyone in leave, spearing left or right. He telling Braun, I made you. I made you. He telling Bray Wyatt, you just a freak in the mask. And I felt like there was another death to Bray Wyatt push. And then he came out on SmackDown. And then we, backstage, Adam Pearce looking for Roman. He ain't signing no contract. And then he teamed up with Paul Heyman. And then they had the championship match between Bray and Braun, who did most of the work in the match. And then I think as Braun to get the 1, 2, 3, that's when the Tribal Chief came out. Spear, 1, 2, 3. Got the championship. Right? Got the championship. He coming on SmackDown talking about, this is my yard. This is my island. This is my WWE. And I dare anyone take it away from me. And then they had the number 1 contender match between Jey Uso, Sheamus, and 2 other folks. And then his cousin won. That started off all good. One love. He even told Jey Uso, I'm going to whoop your ass. And what happened at Night Champions? He whooped your ass. Then Jay wanted the rematch. Embarrassed Jay by choking out his brother. Just to get the dub. And then the run was so great up to this point where he beat Kevin Owens. He beat Bryan and Edge, which that match didn't need Bryan at all. Even Bryan said to himself. Beat him. Beat Cesaro. And then so what's so funny with the Tribal Chief, he's so manipulative too. Because he'll be mad 1 minute, and then we realize he needs you. He'll make you think. Ask Jimmy Uso when he came back. He ready for war, ready to get his blood back, his brother. Ready to get it back in blood. Then they had the segment they getting into it. Roman got mad. Then he got sad. Hey, that's your brother. We need you. How could you do this to your brother? You see what I'm saying? And then he be yelling at Paul Heyman like he a little bitch. Paul Heyman be looking scared as hell. Then he got Solo. Then you added Sammy to the group. And the Tribal Chief run has lasted almost 3 to 4 years and ain't even looked back. It gets better and better and better. Now, I know a lot of people are like, man, why we couldn't get this Roman Reigns 12 years ago? Even Roman said the system hold him back. But I know who held him back. Say it with me now. Y'all know. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't even got to say it. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'll give me about 3 seconds. My main man, Lucifer and the crew, helped them back. Got this man saying cartoon jokes and all that. Come on, dog. That ain't it. But his heel turn has been one of the best in history. Now, a lot of folks said this is the best thing in 20 years. I don't know, look, bruh. I don't know. I got to see. I got to, or 20 to 30 years. Now, they was at 30 years. I'm like, I don't know. If it's 20 years, I might give you that. But Roman Reigns has went on a historic run, not only as a heel, but as a champion. And we seeing the real Roman Reigns and the real face of the company. And you know what else? Psst, P.S. We don't need The Rock to sell out WrestleMania. No Rock, no Austin. And as the great Ric Flair said, we can't depend on Rock and Austin. They're in their 50s, man. Rock doing movies in XFL and Stone Cold drinking beer doing podcasts. But he supposed to be for an LA night. But that's another here day. All right. Then we got Bret Hart. Bret Hart had to make a transition in mid-97. Because when he came back in 96, the fans were starting to boom. They were cheering for Sid Vicious. They were just getting tired of Bret crying and complaining. Hell, they booed him when he had the match with The Undertaker at Royal Rumble. Then my boy was getting screwed left to right. even the infamous match when Bret won the championship at In Your House Fatal 4-Way when he won the Battle Royal. And he lost to Sid Vicious the next night thanks to Stone Cold. And Bret was just getting frustrated with the business. He was getting frustrated with Vince, calling him out, making it seem like he the boss. You remember the cage match when he lost thanks to Stone Cold. Did it again. He said, this is bullshit. And Lucifer looking crazy, don't know what to do. And then the infamous match happened where a double turn happened. Stone Cold, Bret Hart. Stone Cold became a face, Bret became a heel. And then Bret made one of the greatest promos in his career. Because before then, Bret Hart promos was kind of cool, but see, a lot of folks don't give Bret Hart his shine when he turned heel in 97. He was on point in his promos. I think he was saying how he feel from the heart. No script, no nothing. I believe this is how he felt about America. So the first transition happened was when Bret had a promo by himself, basically telling the fans, I'm tired of y'all. Kiss my ass. F off, dog. I'm done. I'm me now. But he needed some backup. He needed some help. And just like Roman did, wasn't no other way but to go to family. So he got tired of seeing his brother and British Bulldog fight. And he like, see, dude, look what they did to us. They got me and you fighting. He's about him and Owen crying with the. I think that was real tears, real pain. I cried looking at the promo. I'm crying now. I ain't even looking at it. You hear me? Then we got me and you fighting, man. I need y'all. They both crying. They gave Bret that hug. And then the Hart Foundation was born. And then they ran on a tear, adding his stepbrother, Jimbo Anvil Neidhart. Then they added Brian Pillman, and during that time, they still going to war with Stone Cold. Even at the Canadian Stampede, where Stone Cold threw the middle finger. He in handcuffs throwing the middle finger at everybody. And you got to remember, this was at an all-time high. Like Bret had so much heat. And see, they were giving Bret his shine because I love the Romans and the Hogans. But Bret went against a whole country, bro. I'm pretty sure Bret was getting death threats for real. Then you got him and Shawn Michaels beefing on top of it. DX, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Bret won the championship again for the fourth time in 1997 against an underrated SummerSlam card in 1997, the Heart and Soul, with the classic pitch. Him and Shawn beefing. Undertaker chokeslammed him and Shawn Michaels before it was the Take Home show. Him and Undertaker going at it. They cussing each other out. I mean, him and Undertaker. Then him and Shawn got into it. And then the infamous moment happened. When Shawn Michaels hit Undertaker with the steel chair. Bret Hart get the dub. And then, months go down the road, Shawn Michaels won the one-night stand against British Bulldog in a classic match. Fun fact, none of these dudes never beat Shawn Michaels. Well, Bret did, technically. Twice. But, yeah. But the other three, they never beat it, Shawn. So, him and Shawn beefing, even had the Sonny controversy. Bringing that up, you hear me? Then, the 1997 screw job happened. And then Bret moved on to WCW. But that heel turn was so iconic and beautiful. I think Americans really hated Bret. And I'm pretty sure Bret hated America too. But that's why he appreciated the cheers when the cheers when he used to go back home to Canada. Because they gave them that love, that foundation, that hug, that appreciation. Okay. And then the final one. Hogan. Hogan was looking for a brand new, fresh, new start. You got to remember, from 80s to the mid-90s, it was always say your vitamins, say your prayers. and stuff like that. But by the time early 90s came, it was starting to die. Folks were starting to get tired of it. Exhibit A in the 1992 Royal Rumble, they were cheering for Sid Vicious, and he ain't like that. And from according to Sid Vicious, he came back there yelling at Vince like it's his fault he getting booed. Now, bro, your act was getting old. Then he left in 92 for a minute. Then he came back in 93. And he was in a tag team match with, Brutus the Broad Beefcake facing Money Incorporated. And I think they lost that match. And then he ended up winning the championship, stealing Yokozuna's shine. This nigga. Stealing his shine. He stole Yokozuna's shine, man. Even Bret Hart was happy for Yokozuna. Yokozuna that year worked hard. And for you to just steal his shine. I mean, he lost the King of the Ring, of course, but it didn't feel the same. But back to the story. So, after the Yokozuna's situation, Vince had his steroid allegations. Hogan left the company by then, and him and Warrior and many others testified against Vince. But later on down the road, he went to WCW and stole Ric Flair's shine. He thought it was going to be sweet. Nah. Fans was booing too. Especially they kept on doing gimmick storylines with the Dangerous Family, whatever Kevin Sullivan group name is. Doing matches with the Big Show. They wanted Big Show to win. They didn't boo Randy. They were booing him. They loved it. Just like, man, we getting tired of this. Then the clock was ticking. Like, it's time for me to end my career. Well, he went to Eric Bischoff. I need a new, fresh, new start. And then that's when Scott Hall and Razor Ramon planted the seed. Because they left the company by bit 95, 96 when Ted Turner offered it bread. And they started invading the company, beating them for months and months, weeks and weeks in. And then the infamous match happened. Where it was Macho Man, Lex Luger, Sting versus Hall and Nash, the Outsiders, in the mystery partner. We all wonder who it's going to be. Man, who the partner going to be? Because at first they wanted Sting to turn, but it wouldn't work because it's hard to boo Sting. We love Sting. So, I think Macho Man them finna get the dub. Going crazy. Hit him with the big boot. Knock Savage out. Leg drop. Hogan got the 1, 2, 3. The world was shocked. Sad, crying. But he didn't give a damn because we been turned our back on him. So a lot of people don't forget that. We turned our back on Hogan in 94, 95, and 92. But now y'all want to care about me because I'm bad now? I ain't saying vitamins and prayers. No, this is what y'all wanted, right? Well, like Tupac said it, Thug Love, here it is. And they gave it to him. So, you look up, the NWO was on the tear for a year and a half. But if you want my answer, what is the best heel turn? Bret. Sorry, bro. I love the Tribal Chief, but Bret to me is the best heel turn because he went against the country in 90. Like, that's when the wars and stuff, and it was at an all-time high. And plus, you was more free to say what you want to say. You can't do that these days. So, I choose Bret. This is going to be a long video. But it's all good. I love y'all. I've been wanting to do this episode for a minute. Alright. Subject number 2. Man, Triple H took the words out of my mouth. I said it before Triple H said it. Sami Zayn is this generation Mick Foley. And you wonder why you say he's the generation Mick Foley. Because we can relate to him. Sami look like a normal guy. Sami Zayn is not your ideal guy that you can push your company behind. You're not going to see Sami Zayn on Wheaties. You're not going to see Sami Zayn on Jimmy Kimmel or Ellen or Queen Latifah's show or Jennifer Hudson and so on and so on. Sami Zayn is a hard-working, just regular guy that people can relate to. And plus you feel the passion in his promos, his energy, because he loved his craft and he loved to do what he liked to do. Same thing as Mick Foley. You know what I'm saying? When Foley get in that ring, you see the icon moments he had with Triple H, Rock, Taker, Kane, whoever. When it comes down to them passionate promos and say how you feel promos, especially the one he had with Ric Flair or Randy Orton, you feel the passion, you feel the energy, you connect to them. You root for guys like that win. And Sami Zayn showed you that at Elimination Chamber with Roman. He showed us that at the Royal Rumble. When he hit Roman with the steel chair, fans was cheering, going crazy, because we was rooting for Sami to win the championship and go for it. And then he went back home, fans going crazy, man. Sami is this generation Mick Foley. A better wrestler, too. Of course, Mick Foley can go, but Sami's a better wrestler. But we mess with Sami. We love with Sami. And we hope Sami get his WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania against the Usos. Of course, we know him and Kevin Owens going to team up at one point. So, it's just like, Sami is a legend, man, in his own way. He ain't kiss no butt. He ain't steal nobody's shine. He ain't backstab nobody. He got it the hard way. He went from conspiracy theories to the face of the people. Yeah, he's the face for the people. Not the face of the company, but the face of the people. The blue collar, hard working. That's what Sami Zayn is for us. So that's all I had to say on that. And plus, their careers is identical. Before I get to the next subject, I mean, Sami went through the independent scene. Mick Foley went to the hardcore scene, losing the ear against Vader. So they both got it out the mud. They didn't cheat nobody. They didn't backstab nobody. They just came to work and did what they had to do. And both of them had legendary careers, you heard me. All right. It's time to tell the truth on my boy, man. I gotta tell the truth, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The Sandman had a great gimmick. The Sandman is an iconic man. Even with an iconic song, Enter the Sandman by Metallica. You hear the music, the lights go out, you know it's him. He got the beer in one hand and Singapore cane in one hand. Built up right. Sucked on the mic, but built up right. But let's get serious, y'all. As Lance Storm would say, let's get serious. Hey man, Sandman was a trash-ass wrestler. He was trash. Hell, New Jack was better than him. And New Jack didn't even wrestle half of the time. He hitting folks with a blood pressure thing. They what New Jack used. And he was a better wrestler than Sandman. Like, I never understood why Sandman was in big feuds and big title pushes. I never understood that. Like, he sucked. Like, even when he went to WCW, all he did was hardcore matches. That's it. I ain't just never seen Sandman in a regular match. Then the special move trash. A Russian leg sweep with the cane. What am I do with that? I better kick out of that. And you mean to tell me he became a 3-time ECW champion with that? Come on, bruh. Paul Heyman, you should be ashamed of yourself for giving us this trash wrestler as a champion. Now I can understand Raven being the champ, Tommy Dreamer. Hell, he won the belt before RVD. I don't think RVD never became ECW champ before they closed. I don't think RVD was in the ECW championship match ever. Mike Awesome was a great champion. Rhino. Steve Corino, just incredible. But the Sandman, that boy was trash. Only thing why people related to Sandman because he got high and drunk beer. But that boy sucked. He was a trash wrestler. He was trash on the mic. His gimmick got him over. But I can't say, man, Sandman had a classic match. I can't say that. That boy was garbage. You feel me? Just saying. Alright, number 4. Triple H wants to sign Kenny Omega. Y'all don't understand. Triple H been wanting him and the Young Bucks for years. But the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega refuse. Because it's not they don't want to work with Triple H. They don't want to work with my main man, Lucifer. That's it. And plus, they probably want creative treat. They probably want creative freedom, and they probably want to do their own schedules and stuff like that. Do what they want to do independent shows and all like that. And he wants him bad. And Kenny Omega can still go. He can still go with the best of them. So his contract's supposedly supposed to be expired. Do I think Kenny Omega go to the WWE? No. I can't see him just doing what Cody did. I think he'll stay loyal to Tony, if anything. I can't see him leaving something that he built. I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of folks be thinking Kenny Omega still don't get it. Kenny Omega was just in a classic match with Will Spark. I can't remember the boy name. Like in New Japan. I just think Kenny Omega just observe and see what AEW, the company, going. And I'm pretty sure he probably do give it thoughts like, man, I want to go to WWE. But can I adjust my style to WWE? I mean, if he become a free agent, I think Triple H got a shot to sign him. It might be highly unlikable. He's not gonna lead a man to put up the money for his company. He ain't gonna lead Tony Khan. But it'd be nice though. But then it'd just be showing it that y'all had to bow down to the king. Like Cody did. Because Cody was sending shots at Triple H way. But then Vince called him back. And hey, come on back. And he kind of, yes, Vince. I ain't bow down to no man unless it's Jesus, but you know what I mean. So, we'll see how they go. Alright, number 5. I wonder why Hacksaw Jim Duggan never got the same push Hogan did in the 80s. Both of them preached American flag. They did their thing. But it seemed like Hogan got all the shine. And Jim Duggan was a very good wrestler. And plus his act never got stale. Jim Duggan could come out right now. Oh! They can do that right now. And folks go crazy. I never understood that though. Like, why my boy wasn't in a title picture or nothing. I mean, he was in good feuds and stuff, but I never understood why he wasn't much over as Hogan was. You know? Because I'm like, he wrestled the same way Hogan do. If better. You know what I'm saying? And he can't get a push? That's wild, son. That's wild, bro. Even in WCW, fans love him. Except when he went heel and joined Lance Storm, he looked kind of weird then. But it's like, I don't know. I guess Vince wanted to shove Hogan down our throat so much, he forgot about the other players. I mean, Savage, Roddy Piper, Duggan should have been somewhere in the picture instead of the mid-card picture. I mean, this is the guy that won the first Royal Rumble. A lot of you young folks don't know this. This is the first guy that Royal Rumble. And hell, even that, Jim Duggan is still whoop your ass. Actually, dude, they tried to rob him. Jim Duggan laid that boy out. So that's a question I always wanted to know. Because they was always teaming up together, chilling together. And then Hogan be up here sometimes and Duggan still be right here. And he's much of a legend as Hogan is. Now, I think Duggan should have got the belt at least once or been in a title picture once. But he was never in it. He was always in the mid-card. So, I don't know. Alright, another subject I want to talk about. Hey, man, it's time for Jade Cargill to go for the AEW Women's Championship. I mean, she's undefeated. It's only so much she done with the women's championship. Is at one point, it's time for her to win that belt. It's time. It's only right. And plus, she ain't just been in no major feuds since she won the AEW. I mean, the TNT championship. It's just, I'm going to face this girl, whoop her, face this girl, whoop her, face this girl. Then they'll put up her record 50-0, 90-0, whatever. But it's like, it's time for her to be in some meaningful storylines. Because she improved a lot from the first feud she had when she teamed up with Shaq to face Brandy and Cody Rhodes. So she have gotten better from there to now. Like, she's one of the, we got two African American women champions, her and Bianca Belair. But we know Bianca for the lose at WrestleMania, so we ain't tripping out there. But it's time for my girl to be in a meaningful storyline, get more TV time. Like, I want to see her versus Jamie Hayter. I want to see her versus Paige, Brittany Baker. It's like, it's time for you to go for that women's championship, man. It's time, like, for real, because you defeated almost the whole locker room, except your sidekick. So it's like, what more can she do with the TBS champion, TNT, TBS, whatever? No, TBS championship. What more can she do? What more can she do? It's time for her to elevate. Tony, get that woman the AEW championship. She deserves it. She's selling tickets. She's sexy as hell. She do all the interviews. She promote the company. It's time for you to make Jade Cargill the face of the women's division. You feel me? All right. And the last subject, energy. Who had the better energy match? CM Punk in 2011 versus John Cena or Sami Zayn? Man, 2011 was a crazy year for Punk. Yeah, I remember Punk was injured for a minute. Then he formed the Nexus 2.0. Then they broke that up shortly. And then he did the pipe bomb promo expressing how he feels towards Cena, Vince, Triple H, Stephanie, and everybody. Everybody got it. The anticipation was at an all-time high in Chicago. Punk come out, fans going crazy. John Cena come out, boo, they booing the man. Then they going back and forth. The energy is just off the chain. The crowd is cheering for the whole match. Me and my homeboys watching. I got a homeboy named Julius talking about this shit for real. Cause Punk then kicked out of 2 AAs and stuff like that. And then the moment happened. Referee knocked out. Punk finna get the dub. No, Vince came out. Cena said, no, we not screwing Punk. Got back in the ring. Wham! GTS. Punk get the win. Chicago screaming, going crazy. Then he tried to screw him again with Del Rio. He knocked him out. CM Punk going through the crowd, kissing Vince. Alright. Then, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn. A match that been building up for 9 months. It was supposed to be a one and done. Sami joined the bloodline. Having the tribal chief back. Even coming up with a catchphrase called Usi. Him and Jay got into it for months, didn't get along at all. Until Survivor Series. When the moment happened, everybody sitting in the cage, Solo, Roman, Jimmy, Paul Heyman on the outside. The horn go off. Jimmy finna go in. Roman said, no, get your ass back here. Go. Sami went in there, showed his loyalty. And then the infamous moment happened. Kevin Owens got the stunner. Finna get the dub. Wrong. His best friend betrayed him. Set him up with the low blow. Then hit the Aluva kick. Looked at Jay. Jay splash. Got the dub. Wham. Then the bloodline on the road. Royal Rumble happens. Sami Zayn begging his best friend, why you want to stay down? Why you won't do what he say? And then there was always doubt, is Sami a part of the bloodline, yes or no? And then the moment happened. After Roman Reigns was shoving Sami Zayn in the face like a little biatch, Sami had enough of it. Wham! Drop Roman. And then the bloodline beat him down. Even caused Jay to walk away for a minute. Wonder, was he doing the right thing by being loyal to his cousin, who always mistreated him like trash? Then, of course, the match was set. Elimination Chamber happened. The crowd going crazy. Roman Reigns keeping his composure, kissing the fans, laughing at his wife. Of course, Roman Reigns won, but the fan love was wow. It was engaging. Was the match good itself? It could have been better. But they had to promote their match in short weeks of time. But if it would have had like a good month, a month and a half, 3 months build up, oh man, it'd been perfect. But who had the better energy? It was Punk. Punk and Cena had the better energy match. Because Punk was really was from the lead that company. Punk was from the lead WWE for real. Like, he left with the title. We didn't even think we were going to see Punk no more. So, with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I'm going to charge my phone up, edit this bad boy. And, episode 49 should be coming up soon. Called Shock Value. And, hey, man, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Just let me talk my shit.